Hello friends, thanks for stopping by. Tonight I am going to do my PM skincare routine. A lot has changed over the years for me. After menopause, my skin changed drastically. Things I was able to use, I can no longer use. I have gone through so many different products trying to find the right ones for me. And finally, I think I have. That's not to say that I won't try to go back at times to some of the things that I used to use, because I truly love so many of them. Over the years, if I have recommended something to you, I have absolutely loved it. Menopause has forced me to change my skincare routine. And like I said, some of the things that I absolutely adored, I can no longer use anymore. So I thought I would just take you through what I do. So I'm going to put my little head on, my little headband on. And many ask me where I got these. I will link them below. This particular brand I bought at Cosmoprof, and they aren't really sold to the public. But I have found some on Amazon that are just as nice and you can use. These are nice because you can use them several times and they are washable and they're really, really soft. But I will list and link everything that I use, and if I know that something cannot be purchased unless you're a licensed cosmetologist, esthetician, I will put the links of something that's very similar. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Bioderma, and I have used this for years. And let me tell you, this bad mama jamma, this size, is sold at Costco, and it is very inexpensive. I want to say this was under $20, and this is 28.7 fluid ounces. And what's really nice, it comes in the pump. Now I'm going to show you, because a lot of people have a problem with this pump, and I used to. If you put the cotton pad on and you just press down, it's going to splash all over. You have to separate your fingers like so, and then press down, and the cotton will collect all of the Bioderma. If you put your fingers over the little hole, it sprays out the side and splashes all over. So I take 2 pads. So let me get the other one. Usually I do them at the same time. And I don't know, 5 or 6 pumps. So they are wet, and then I will just lay them on my lashes. And my lashes are getting so long thanks to Eyelash. And I just let it sit there for a minute, not really a minute, but a couple of seconds, so that it really breaks down the mascara, so I don't have to do a lot of rubbing on my eyes. And if I just go down, it removes so much. Then I flip it over, and I will do the same thing. Now I have contacts in, so I have to be careful, because I need to be able to see where I am in the camera. And if I don't put them on, I really can't see with my glasses. The glasses are a pain. Okay, so it really does remove a lot. And then of course I go right over the eyebrows, and then I'll just take a nice sweep down, up and under the eye, and that's it, okay? And then I toss these. Next, I will go in for my first cleanse, and I usually use a cleansing balm for this step. And the one that I have opened right now, and I do like a lot, is the Colleen Rothschild Radiant Cleansing Balm. It's a really nice cleansing balm, water soluble, really, it gets a mild little lather. If you want a more affordable, really clean cleansing balm, and this is the one I will use next when I'm finished with this jar. I told myself no more having 2 of anything open. So once I finish that, I will then move into my Bay Harbor Beauty, and this is the Saki Cleansing Balm. I actually did a comparison a while ago to a high end to this. This is a very good cleansing balm, very affordable, and there will be a code, We Love Tammy, to get 10% off. So if you haven't tried this and you really have wanted to, or any of the Bay Harbor Beauty products, use my code. It's not a commission link or anything like that. It's just a code that Julie has given us to save 10%. So the Saki cleanser is very, very nice. It actually works just as good as some of the high ends. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the Colleen Rothschild, and I just take a pretty good size, and I don't dig my fingernail in, although I don't have any fingernails left. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago when my videos, my fingernails were so beautiful. They were just, they made my hands look so feminine. Well, then one broke right on camera, and they are just crap now. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the cleansing balm. I just put it all over, and then I just go in and really work in that makeup. What's nice is this has a really nice slip to it, so you're not tugging on the skin at all. You can go right up underneath your eyes. Be careful if you have contacts in, because you don't want to film on them. I normally don't have my contacts in when I'm doing this. And I just really go in and break down all that makeup. I am going to go in and do a second cleanse, but I like to really work it. And then go, if you're someone who puts your makeup down your neck, I am not, then you'll want to work that on the neck as well. But if you have sunscreen, then you'll want to go down your neck as well, because this will help to break down the sunscreen as well. All right, so I'm going to add a little water. And you see how it gives you a nice little lather? A little more in there. Then I'll go in with a warm washcloth and squeeze it out. And then I'm just going to lay that cloth. Now, I wouldn't suggest using good washcloths. These are specifically for my makeup routine. And then just go in. I rinse off the washcloth. Squeeze it out, and I come back in, and I just take off all that cleansing balm, and then I'll go right over my eyes and just hold it there for a minute. I don't put the cleansing balm over my eyes when I have contacts in, and I just go up underneath. And it really does a great job at breaking down your makeup, sunscreen, and getting it off your face. All right, so now I'm gonna go in for my second cleanse. And for my second cleanse, I like the Milk and Honey from Sanitas. I've also been using the Truth Treatment System, but I wanna finish this one up because I've had this open longer. And I also have one for those days that I feel like I need a little bit more cleanser. My skin has changed a little bit. It used to be super, super dry. And with the humidity in Florida, I am looking at a little bit more normal to dry. So I will go in with the Sanitas Lemon Cleanser. But for the most part, I use the Milk and Honey because it's very nice. It doesn't strip my skin at all. So I just go in with a pump. You don't need much more than that. And I will just add a little bit of water to it. I have a new setup here for my skincare, and I'm hoping it really works well, because this is where I'd like to do them from now on. And then I'm going to just massage that on. I added a little bit of water to it. Now, if I weren't talking on camera, I would take this right over my eyes. But I do go up and around. Now I'm going to go in with my QYK. This is the Zoe, but if you have the Foreo, you go right ahead. I like the point of this. I really do. It just gets into the crevices for me. But if you have the Foreo, you have the Clarisonic cleansing brush, whatever works for you, that's what you use. So I'm just going to put a little bit of water on this, turn it on, and give myself a nice once over with this. And I don't listen to the timer. I just really work it around all areas of my face. If you want to do the timing system, go right ahead. I'm going to go right over my eyes, part of my eyelids with it, right into the temple. Really focus on the areas that you break out too. Like I do on chin, because I have a tendency to get a couple of little clogged pores there. Clogged pores sound so much better than blackheads, doesn't it? And then you can get right up underneath the eye, over the cheek. Now, my skin will get red after using this, but there's no irritation. It's just that I'm the type of person whose skin reacts to touch, so I get a little red, but it's not in any way irritation. And I will just go over once or twice. I really work it in, get that pore area good. under the nose, right over the lips, and then I'll just go around again quickly. Again, if you want to go up and down your neck because you wore makeup on it, go right ahead. And that is pretty much what I do, and then I turn it off, and I just rinse it right away. I don't have a problem with it staining or anything. So I rinse it. Now I'll go in with another washcloth. Yes, I do lots of loads of laundries, lady. Lots of loads of laundries. Okay, and then I'm just going to lay this on. It's like a steam bath for the face. And I'm just going to wipe that off, and you'll be able to see if any more makeup was left behind with the cleansing balm. Usually I don't have much left behind. If I weren't doing a video, I would probably just splash the water on. So I just want to go over this one more time just to make sure that all of the cleanser is off my skin. With cleansers, you hear it said that, don't spend a lot of money on cleansers. Well, that may be true. You want to make sure that you're not using a cleanser that's going to strip your skin. It's very important that you read the ingredients. A lot of people can use CeraVe. I can't use CeraVe. I've tried. I can't use any of their products. I have tried, and I get an irritation after using them. But there are other options that are more affordable. La Roche-Posay has a great cleanser, the Toleraine cleanser. It's oil-free. There's one, I think it's Neutrogena, has a really nice cleanser. So you can find affordable options that are not going to strip your skin. So I'm just going to go over it one more time. And that is pretty much it. Now I do have a little spritz here, but you don't need to use this. If you're someone who uses a toner, then go ahead with your toner now. But this is just because this was actually sent to me from the company. So I've been using it up. I don't dislike it, but you don't need this, but I like to just go in a little bit after. And this is just it's a antioxidant hydro mist, not necessary. And again, if you use a toner, this is the time you would go in and use a toner. I went back in with a cotton and I put a little bit of Bioderma on it, and I'm just gonna go up close underneath my eye because I feel like I still have a little bit of mascara. Yeah, I did. See, you think you're clean and you're not, but that's because I didn't wash my eyes. So I'm gonna go in one more time and just clean that makeup off because I do. Yeah, there really was a lot on there. Okay, so now for me, I have to go in with a, this is an eyelid wipe because with age, my skin has thickened and I have a tendency to get what are styes, but they're underneath, and it's very, very painful. So I just take this wipe, and this is just to really keep my eyelids clean and the oil glands from doing whatever they decide to do. So I just go over my lash line a couple times on top, and then I close my eye on top of it, and I get the lash line underneath as well. And then put it right up, close my eye. So I'm going to flip that over one more time. My eye doctor told me to use these, and they were right. By using this, I have not had a problem, knock on wood. Okay, so next up, I'm going to go in with, this is a growth factor from Genesis, and I'm really, really loving this. You need very little. I'm going to take 2 drops. I use this morning and night. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to give it a quick wipe because I don't want to rub it into my hand. And then I'm going to tap it all over my face, go right over my eyes with it. This has 70% of the growth factor. So, and then you want to go on your neck. It's got a nice slip to it, not too much though. And then just pat it in. Give it a little bit of a massage and just pat it in right over your lips, under your eyes, over your eyes, and that's that stuff. So I want to do my eye area, and the same as my daytime, I use the Genesis Eye Serum. I have several eye serums that I have used over the years, and I enjoyed many of them. But with age, some things just aren't working for me anymore. So as I mentioned in my daytime, you have to really pay attention and know your own skin to know what it needs. So I'm gonna go in and I just pretty much do like a half of, let me get a little bit more. I do like a half a pump on this, and then I just distribute it. And again, this has the growth factors in it. And then I'm just going to tap it all underneath. And I'm going to come up and around, massaging it in lightly. And then I will go ahead and tap some more. And that is it for the eye serum. I'm really enjoying the Genesis. This is my first time ever trying anything from this line, and I really like it. So now I do want to put a little bit of retinol. I've been using the Colleen Rothschild Retinol Serum. You don't need both, but I have been using this and I enjoy it. I don't want to let it go to waste. So I take it and I just tap it right over. This here is so emollient that I don't even think you need an eye cream with it, but of course I use one. But I just tap that right over because I don't put the retinol that I use on my face on my eyes because I'm a little nervous that it might be too much, because it was in the beginning. I had to learn how to use that as well. Okay, so there is the serum for that, for the retinol. So now I'm going to go in with the Truth System Retinol 1%. This is the light, and this is what I've started out with, and I'm really hoping to be able to move up to 5. This is what it looks like. It's a gel, and they do have a measuring spoon because these are small jars. You don't need a lot of the product because there's no fillers in here. There's no waxes, there's no silicones, no fragrance. There's nothing but active ingredients in these products. So you don't need a lot. It's very deceiving because we've always just taken it and pat it on. This one here, I'm going to take probably less than a pea size. I just take the spoon and I do a level spoon and then I just put it on my hand. And it's like less than a pea size, I think. And then I'm going to take the Biometric Mineral Mist. I love this so much that I bought the large size. And I'm going to put 2 sprays of this in my hand. But here's where I'm going to add just a little bit of the hyaluronic mineral because I just need extra. So I just put 1 little pump of this in, and then I'm just going to mix the retinol in with that, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply this all over. It has a nice slip, so there's no pulling on the skin. I go right up to my cheekbone here. I guess you could use this around your eyes if you're somebody who really does okay with retinol. I've had such a hard time over the years that I really am careful when it comes to my eye area. I know that the warmth of the skin allows it to really melt up, but I actually give it that protective layer with the Colleen Rothschild and the serum and everything. And so far it's all working for me. So you can see this leaves a nice little glow on the skin, on your neck, on your chest. Really take advantage of these potent active ingredients. Now for me, I'm going to go ahead and add some moisturizer onto my skin because I need to buffer the retinol so that it works for me. So I can either use my Sanitas, and I love this. This is the Peptiderm Moisturizing Cream, but I've not yet opened this, so I'm just gonna hold off on this because I told myself, don't you dare open another container. So I'm not. But I am going to put the Omega Healing Balm. This really helps me with the retinol. So I just take that same spoon, and it's just a small amount. Put it on your hand. I mean, that is really a small amount. I do go ahead and put 2 spritz of the mist, and then I just go ahead and place it on my skin. And this is just gonna help me until my skin acclimates to the retinol, because I really have super sensitive skin on my face, especially through this area. Okay, so that is what my skin looks like. Now, I could stop here, but you know, I'm not going to. All right, so now I'm going to put my Eyelash on, and this stuff, I know it doesn't look like it when my mascara's off, but my lashes are like touching up to here. Sometimes I just love this stuff. It's the Eyelash Advanced, and for the month of January, Frisco Beauty will donate a portion of her Eyelash Serum sales for Autism Speaks, and I think that's great. She asked me what I would like, and I have a nephew who's autistic, so I thought that would be great. So she is donating a portion of her sales, and remember, she's a small business, okay? All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and I just put a thin line on my upper lashes. That's it. And then I go to the other side and do the same thing. Now, I have not found anything that works on my eyebrows, and yes, I've used castor oil. It does nothing. So, you know, I'm just gonna have bald eyebrows. That's all there is to it. All right, so last thing I do is put on my serum, and this is my Fit Glow Lip Serum. I love it. It's for nighttime. It feels like cashmere on the lips, and I just think it is fabulous. And I put it on. I get some of it on the lip lines. And I just love this. Absolutely love it. And I think that may be it for me, except this is the last thing I will do. And this is the City Beauty Invisicrepe Body Balm. Now, normally I go down the chest with everything I did, but because I'm on camera with my Bioderma top on, I didn't. But I would normally take everything down my chest that I have used on my face, and I have for years. I do the same thing with my neck. But I'm gonna go in with this. My chest has been getting crepey, and my legs, I'm noticing, are getting crepey. So that's where I've been focusing this. It's a balmy cream, and I'm just putting it over all of my skincare that I normally put on my chest. All right, and the last thing, because I want to finish it up, I'll just take a little of my Colleen Rothschild, and I'm gonna put that all over my neck. I love this cream, absolutely love it. And that is it, my friends, all done. Only 929 layers of skincare. I love skincare, and I refuse to throw things out, so I just layer them up. And a lot of people worry about putting too much on. I think, I got a question asked to me the other day, and it said that they were having a problem with pilling. Sometimes if you're using too much hyaluronic acid, you'll notice this in your foundation as well. If you use a lot of hyaluronic acid, you'll get pilling with it. And sometimes if you're just layering too many things on, you could get some pilling as well. So I would say that process of elimination may help that, but cut back on the hyaluronic acid. You don't need like 6-7 products with hyaluronic acid in it. You just need one product with hyaluronic acid in it, and that may help you out with the pilling. All right, my friends, so I hope you enjoyed this. Of course, this is my skincare routine. You can substitute anything you have and just follow along. If you have a different cleansing balm, you use that cleansing balm. If you have a different vitamin C or a different retinol, you follow along. If you're someone who uses Retin A, you really don't need anything else other than the Retin A. That's it. I mean, you're a one-step, a one-trick pony. You don't have to worry about anything else. But for me, I can't use that. And so I have to, play around to make it work for my skin. And remember, your skincare journey is your journey. It's no one else's. Don't feel ashamed if you use 30 layers, and don't feel bad if you only use 2. And it does not matter the cost. It matters what you feel like when you're doing it, how your skin is responding. There is a skincare routine out there for everyone. Just make it work for you, my friends, and stop shaming other women. Seriously, we must stop this, ladies. We make ourselves look like fools when we tear down other women. And don't forget to support your small businesses. during all of this and after, because they need us more than ever, my friends. So make sure you stop by Bay Harbor Beauty and check out her skincare. And of course, go on over to Frisco Beauty. She carries several different lines outside of the few that I have talked about. So go out and support your small business owners. All right, my friends? All right, my friends, so that is it for tonight's video. In the comments, let me know what you do for your nighttime routine. What are some of your favorite products? Also, if you haven't subscribed already, I know all of you are subscribed. If you are not, though, I would love to have you as an Ageless Beauty and hit the bell right next to that subscribe button. That will let you know anytime I put out a new video. I think I have been a little bit lax because I couldn't find the right location for certain things. I couldn't find the right lighting, and it really was bumming me out. But I think I may have conquered some of them. So you may see me more often, my friends. Until the next time, my friends, go out in the world and be lovable. I love you all. Bisous. I did want to mention something because I know a lot of people use the Truth System. So I have the hyaluronic mask and the Vita mask. I wanted to show you what I do a couple times a week, and I'll do it right now. And I usually do this when I'm using the retinol. I only use the retinol once a week so far. I'm going to work up to 2 weeks in maybe a week or two. But right now I'm just doing it on either, I think Wednesday night I do it, or Monday night. One of those nights. But I have both of the masks here. So what I do is I take the handy dandy little spoon, and I go ahead and I just take some of the hyaluronic acid mask out. It's called, here's the real name. I'm giving it my own name. It's called Hyaluronic Honey Mask. So I just put that much in my palm, and then I'm gonna go in with the Vita mask, and I'm gonna put that right next to it. And now I'm going to take a pump. Let me get the front, and I'm just going to take 2 pumps of that, and I'm going to mix both of those masks together. This is really nice. And I'm gonna go ahead and just put a thin layer of that all over my face and neck. And this is how I go to bed. I just leave this on, go right up underneath your eyes with it. It's beautiful, my friends. It really gives you a nice plumping action. I think my skin looks great in the morning when I get up. Okay, that's all I had to say.